What's up? It's Josh, and we're back with episode 9, I believe. Yeah, episode 9 of Pickpocket Bets. I'm annoyed because yesterday I gave you guys I think it was a 11 leg player prop. I just want to make sure I get these things right. I have it on my FanDuel account. So yesterday I gave you guys an 11 leg player prop. I'm annoyed just because LaMelo Ball got ejected from the game, and he got ejected because he got fouled and they didn't call it, and he was 2 points away from scoring 20. So obviously that didn't hit. Jalen Brunson didn't play, so that got voided. So that wasn't an issue. But Kawhi also shot like let me get these numbers correct for you guys. Just to like put it into perspective. So yesterday I had Kawhi to score 20, and Kawhi's a very efficient scorer in my opinion. He shot 7 of 26 and had 17 points. So like that's obviously the risk with betting in general, that some things happen you can't account for. But we were 9 of 11 on the parlay, which I mean in my opinion is really good because theoretically you guys could be taking all these picks and you don't have to put it all together. I put it all together. Like obviously I'm telling you what I'm doing, but if you guys can use your own judgment on your bets. So being 9 out of 11 on the player prop, I'd say is pretty good. I was kind of surprised the Heat lost to the Knicks yesterday. I took the Hornets to upset the Bulls, which I mean it doesn't surprise me. The Bulls won. I kind of was just like taking it for value. I only put like $8 on this parlay, so I wasn't that worried. But it was just all the money lines that I said yesterday. And then the Clippers should have won that game. I mean, like I think they were up by 10 going into the fourth, and they lost by 1. So that's the NBA for you in this day and age. But let's get into today. We got a great slate again for today, and I'm pretty confident about these picks as I always am. I'm not doing any over unders today. I just like I'm just going to move away from them just because they're so hard to calculate for me. But starting off, we have Charlotte visiting Detroit. It's a pretty bad game. Just looking at both teams, they both are. I mean, the Charlotte Hornets have 15 wins and the Pistons have 13 all year. So it's two bad teams. I do have faith that the Hornets win this game, but the thing is, the Pistons are good at home. I mean, even any bad NBA team will be good at home. I think the Hornets will pull this one out. And I'll get into the player props that I have for today at the very end, but I expect the Hornets to pull this game out. And then next up, we have the Kings visiting the Pacers. The Pacers probably should have beaten the Lakers yesterday, even though I said Lakers money line. I cashed a 3-legger that was Lakers money line, LeBron for 20 points, and LeBron to get 6 assists. So that cashed me $100. And then I lost 100 on the player prop. So I guess it totally averaged out. And then I guess I lost like $7 on the huge parlay. So at the end of the day, I was like, I think -$7. But like I said, that player prop was like this damn close to hitting. And I've been hitting every single day. I've been showing you guys the winning tickets. So I mean, losing $7 is not ideal, but I'll take it, I guess. But long story short, Pacers should be able to take care of the Kings at home. This is kind of a revenge game for Tyrese Halliburton. As the Kings did trade him, earlier. I think it was correct. It was like last year or 2 years ago. So I expect Halliburton to kind of want to get revenge on them. And De'Aaron Fox is out as well for the Kings. That's kind of the key thing there is De'Aaron Fox is not playing. Excuse me. So that's my reasoning behind picking the Pacers. The Blazers are visiting the Wizards. This is a good basket. I like this matchup just because like the Wizards are fully healthy in this game, and the only I guess so Nurkic is not playing for the Blazers, but he was also out versus Memphis, I believe, and they beat Memphis on the road when Memphis was heavily favored. I think it was like -265 Grizzlies. So I have respect for the Blazers. I think they're a good team. I think Anthony Simmons is really good. Obviously, Dame's a superstar. I'm gonna take Portland plus odds here. The Wizards are favored. They're at home. They got Kristaps playing. They have Beal playing, and they have Kuzma playing. But I'm gonna stick with my gut and go with the Blazers here. And then next up we got Phoenix visiting Boston. I simply put Boston money line. I don't really need to analyze this game too much. Just throw it into a parlay if you want. It's a safe leg in my opinion, but I take the Celtics money line. And then next up we got Toronto visiting Houston. I feel like this could be a trap game for the Raptors, but I'm also not going to put faith necessarily in the Rockets without Jalen Green or Kevin Porter, even though they did upset the Thunder last game, which I had Thunder money line, which is frustrating. I'm gonna expect Toronto to get it done here on the road. First matchup they played, Toronto won. So and also the first matchup they played in, Jalen Green went off and he's not playing. So I'm gonna give the edge to Toronto here. I'd say they get it done at the end. I would take their money line. I would not touch the spread. Definitely not touch the spread. And then we got Orlando visiting Minnesota. This is the Timberwolves have actually, I think they're kind of finding their groove. They've started to play better basketball. That they're winning games. They just beat the Warriors at home. I expect Minnesota to win this game at home. I think minus 185 is pretty low odds. It's also MJ today, and we know how much Anthony Edwards loves Michael Jordan. So I think Anthony Edwards is going to have a big game. So I'm going to stick with Minnesota at home. I think they pulled this one out. They should win that game. And then we got Philadelphia going into San Antonio. It's kind of a trash game just because the Sixers are minus 500. Right now, Embiid's a game time decision. He's been a game time decision / questionable for the last 5 or 6 games. But I expect Embiid to play, and I expect Philadelphia to win. Even if Embiid doesn't play, I still expect them to win. The line might change a little bit. So if you guys wanted to wait for that to happen, I guess. But I would say I'm gonna go with the Sixers, obviously. And last but not least, this game is really tough. We got the Hawks visiting the Jazz, and the Jazz have been really good at home this year. I'm a huge Lauri Markkanen fan. I think he's really good. I think he's really underrated. With all that being said, I'm gonna take the Hawks in this game. They impressed me in that win over Phoenix the other day. I'm gonna stick with Hawks money line. I say they get it done. I'm a big DeJounte Murray fan as well. They've been playing well recently. I'm gonna stick with the Hawks. It's gonna be a close game though. I mean, the Hawks are underdogs, so I think it's value. But yeah, so that's it for the NBA slate. Let me get into the player prop bet I have for you guys. Okay, so like I said, theoretically, you guys could take every prop bet that I give, and you could make your own parlays with it. I'm just giving you a warning that this is one parlay for me. So like all these player props I have into one thing. So we're gonna start off with it's 18 legs. I'm just giving you guys a forewarning. It's a long one, but many of the picks are safe. I basically I go to StatMuse and I go to this other website called RotoWire, which I've explained before. And I basically just like go any player that I'm going to put in this player prop, I look up their career stats versus that team, and I most specifically focus on the last year or two. I don't really care what they did 5 years ago, but the last year or two is a pretty good correlation of what's realistic in this matchup. And so with all these people, I'm pretty much picking whether it's points, assists, or rebounds. I'm pretty much picking like say one guy averages 18 points in his career versus the team. I'm gonna take him to score 15. So I'm already like subtracting some from what they normally average instead of like, oh, he averaged 18, he's gonna score 20. Like, no, I'm gonna go with the safe bet and maybe drop that down to 15 or 10. Like a great example was like Russell Westbrook shot so bad yesterday, and I had him to score 10 points in my parlay. He's never scored below 10 points in his entire career against the Pacers. And guess what? He scored 10 points. Like shot 2 for 14 and scored 10. I don't know how, but he found a way to get up to 10. And it's like, that's kind of where I'm making these assumptions off of, is just like, if you just look at what they've done in their career or in the past, like I said, in the recent past, I think you can build, very safe parlays. So we're going to start this one off. Sorry, guys, I did not mean it on. We're going to start this one off with Tyrese Halliburton just have 10 points or more. It's a very, very safe. All these are very safe. So I'm taking Tyrese to score 10 or more points. I don't see how he doesn't get to that number, especially playing his team, his past team, and they're also at home this time. He's had rough games against the Kings in the past. I think he had like 9 points and 12 points, but I expect him to get 10 points. And then I also expect him to have 8 assists or more. He is averaging about 10 assists on the year, and I think his career average versus the Kings is 12 a game. So I'm going to stick with him getting 8. That's a very safe pick. And then we're moving on to Terry Rozier. I'm taking Terry Rozier 15 points or more. And then I'm taking LaMelo Ball 6 assists or more. And then Bojan Bogdanovic, I'm taking 2 made threes or more. And then moving on to the next game, I'm taking Dame 25 points or more. Anthony Simmons 15 points or more. Kyle Kuzma to score 15 points or more. Kristaps Porzingis to score 15 points or more, and Kristaps Porzingis to have 6 rebounds or more. And then moving on to the next game, Franz Wagner, I think, yeah, Wagner. I have him scoring 10 or more. And then Paolo Banchero, I have him scoring 15 or more. I was talking about it earlier. Anthony Edwards, I'm taking him 20 or more. And then we got DeJounte Murray, 15 or more. Lauri Markkanen, 15 or more. Jason Tatum to score 20 or more. Alperen Sengun to score 15 or more. And then James Harden to get 8 assists or more. So that's an 18-leg parlay. I'll just go through it one last time. So Halliburton, 10 points. Halliburton, 8 assists. Rozier, 15 points. LaMelo, 6 assists or more. Bojan Bogdanovic, 2 made threes or more. Dame, 25 points or more. Simmons, 15 points or more. Kyle Kuzma, 15 points or more. Kristaps Porzingis, 15 points or more. Kristaps Porzingis, 6 rebounds or more. Franz Wagner, 10 points or more. Paolo Banchero, 15 points or more. Anthony Edwards, 20 points or more. DeJounte Murray, 15 points or more. Lauri Markkanen, 15 points or more. Alperen Sengun, 15 points or more. Jason Tatum, 20 points or more. And James Harden, 8 assists or more. So those are my player props for the day. Highly recommend taking some of them at least. If you don't want to take all of them, I don't blame you whatsoever. But like I put down $50 on that 18-legger, and it's 50 to win 550, so it's 50 for 500, so it's like plus 1,000 basically. So yeah, that's my confidence in that one. I'm using like my winnings from the past couple of days, so it's not necessarily breaking the bank or anything in my opinion, but I think that it has a very good chance to hit. Yesterday my player prop, I put 100 on it. And like I said, it was like literally this damn close, and it would have been 100 for like 650. That would have been a great hit. But I'm still highly confident in this one. And then I did this 8-leg parlay with all the money lines that I told you guys. I guess I'm kind of lucky because I had a $10 free bet on FanDuel, so I threw it on this. And all of those money lines, it was Pacers money line, Hornets money line, Blazers money line, Celtics money line, T-Wolves money line, Raptors money line, Celtics money line. I think I already said that. Raptors money line, Sixers money line, and Hawks money line. So that 8-leg parlay is plus 6,440. $10 to win 644. So I like that a lot. I like there's a lot of value in it, but picking winners in the NBA is never an easy thing. So that's kind of what I'll say about that one. But yeah, overall, that's really all I got for today. It sucks that there's no NHL going on right now, but once again, any love or support is appreciated. I've been giving you guys some winning tickets recently. I've really been trying hard data scrap for all these picks, and I'm just trying to grow this podcast. So any love and support, comments, likes, subscriptions, I totally appreciate it. Let's go make some money, boys.